Did you know that your dog sees the world in a completely different way than you do? While we often take our vision for granted, it's fascinating to consider how our furry friends perceive their surroundings. Their world is not just a black and white version of ours, but a unique blend of colors and shades that serve their specific needs. While we humans marvel at the vibrant tapestry of colors, from the deep blues of the ocean to the fiery reds of a sunset, our canine companions experience a more muted palette. Their eyes are equipped with two types of color receptors compared to our three, which means they see the world primarily in shades of blue and yellow. This doesn't mean their world is dull or uninteresting. On the contrary, dogs have adapted to see what is most important for their survival and interaction. For instance, they can easily distinguish between different shades of gray, which helps them detect movement and potential threats in their environment. Their vision, while different, is uniquely adapted to their needs, shaping how they perceive and interact with us and their environment. Dogs rely heavily on their sense of smell and hearing, but their vision still plays a crucial role in their daily lives. They can see better in low-light conditions, which is a trait inherited from their wild ancestors who needed to hunt at dawn and dusk. Imagine for a moment seeing the world through your dog's eyes. The colors are less vivid, the details a bit blurred, especially at a distance. Yet this doesn't hinder their ability to navigate their surroundings or recognize familiar faces and objects. The colors are less vivid, the details a bit blurred, especially at a distance. But don't mistake this for a lack of visual acuity. Dogs have a wider field of view than humans, allowing them to detect movement more efficiently. This is particularly useful for spotting potential prey or noticing subtle changes in their environment. But don't mistake this for a lack of visual acuity. Dogs possess exceptional night vision and motion detection, skills honed by their ancestral past as hunters in the wild. Their eyes contain more rod cells, which are responsible for detecting light and motion, making them excellent at seeing in dim light and noticing even the slightest movements. Dogs possess exceptional night vision and motion detection, skills honed by their ancestral past as hunters in the wild. This ability to see in low light conditions and detect movement from a distance made them formidable hunters and protectors. Even today, these traits are evident when your dog perks up at the slightest rustle in the bushes or chases after a moving object with unerring accuracy. This difference in perception, however, doesn't diminish their ability to recognize and bond with us, their beloved humans. In fact, their unique way of seeing the world enhances their other senses, making them incredibly attuned to our emotions and actions. They can read our body language, understand our tone of voice, and even sense our moods, creating a deep and intuitive connection. In fact, their other senses, particularly smell and hearing, play a much more significant role in how they identify, understand, and connect with us. A dog's sense of smell is estimated to be between 10,000 to 100,000 times more acute than ours, allowing them to detect scents that are imperceptible to humans. Their hearing is also far superior, capable of picking up frequencies and sounds that we can't hear. So the next time you gaze into your dog's soulful eyes, remember that they might not be seeing the world in the same way you are, but their love and devotion remain crystal clear. Their unique sensory experience enriches their lives and deepens the special bond we share with them. Understanding how they perceive the world can help us appreciate their behaviors and strengthen our relationship with them. Their unique sensory experience enriches their lives and deepens the special bond we share with them. By seeing the world through their eyes, we can better understand their needs, their joys, and their challenges, making us more compassionate and attentive companions. So, cherish every moment with your furry friend, knowing that their world, though different, is just as rich and meaningful as ours. Let's delve a little deeper into the science behind a dog's vision. Understanding how our furry friends see the world can help us better cater to their needs and enhance our bond with them. Dogs, like humans, rely heavily on their vision to navigate their surroundings, but the way they perceive the world is quite different from ours. Unlike humans who possess trichromatic vision, which allows us to see a wide range of colors based on three primary colors, red, green, and blue, dogs have dichromatic vision. This means that while we can distinguish a vast array of colors, dogs are limited to seeing the world through a more restricted palette. Their eyes have only two types of color receptors, or cones, similar to humans with red-green color blindness. These two types of cones are sensitive to blue and yellow wavelengths of light. As a result, dogs perceive colors differently than we do. For instance, a bright red ball might appear as a shade of gray or brownish yellow to them. This means dogs see the world primarily in shades of blue, yellow, and gray. Colors like red and green, which are vibrant to us, appear much more muted to them. Red and green appear as shades of gray or brownish yellow. So, that bright red toy you thought would excite your dog might not appear as vibrant to them. Instead, they might be more attracted to toys that are blue or yellow. So, that bright red toy you thought would excite your dog might not appear as vibrant to them. However, this doesn't mean their world is dull or uninteresting. However, before you despair that your dog's world is dull, remember their vision is optimized for other things. Dogs have evolved to excel in areas where humans might not be as proficient. They excel at detecting motion, even in low-light conditions. This ability is particularly useful for their survival, as it allows them to detect potential threats or prey, even when visibility is low. Their eyes are also better at picking up subtle changes in light and shadow, making them adept at spotting movement in their peripheral vision. This heightened sensitivity to movement is a crucial aspect of their predatory instincts. This explains why your dog might suddenly spring into action when you make the slightest move, even from across the room. Their keen sense of motion detection is always on high alert, ready to respond to any changes in their environment. Their superior motion detection abilities are hardwired into their system, remnants of their evolutionary past when hunting prey was essential for survival. This evolutionary trait has been passed down through generations, making dogs exceptional at tracking and hunting. Understanding these unique aspects of dog vision can help us create a more enriching environment for our pets. By choosing toys and activities that cater to their visual strengths, we can ensure they lead happy and fulfilling lives. So, next time you pick out a toy for your dog, consider their perspective and choose something that truly stands out in their world. While their color vision might be limited, dogs more than make up for it with their other senses. Their world is a rich tapestry of smells, sounds, and textures, all experienced with an intensity that far surpasses our own. Understanding how dogs perceive the world through these senses provides valuable insights into their behavior and strengthens our bond with them. For instance, a simple walk in the park becomes an explosion of sensory information for your dog. They revel in the scent of freshly cut grass, the earthy aroma of damp soil, and the lingering fragrance of other dogs who have marked their territory. Each rustle of leaves, chirp of a bird, or distant bark of another dog is registered and analyzed, creating a complex auditory map of their surroundings. They experience the world in high-definition sensory detail, picking up nuances we often miss. The power of the sniff, unraveling the world through scent. If there's one sense that truly defines a dog's world, it's their sense of smell. This remarkable ability is not just a simple trait, but a complex and highly developed sense that shapes their entire perception of the world around them. From the moment they wake up to the time they fall asleep, their noses are constantly at work, deciphering the myriad of scents that fill their environment. Their noses are nothing short of extraordinary, possessing up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to our meager 6 million. This vast difference means that while we might catch a whiff of something pleasant or foul, dogs are experiencing a rich tapestry of smells that tell them stories about their surroundings, other animals, and even us humans. To put that into perspective, it's estimated that a dog's sense of smell is anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 times more acute than ours. Imagine being able to detect a single drop of liquid in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. That's the level of sensitivity we're talking about. This heightened sense allows dogs to perform incredible feats such as tracking a missing person over vast distances or detecting minute changes in the environment that we would never notice. This incredible olfactory power allows them to detect a mind-boggling array of scents, from the faintest trace of fear or anxiety in another animal to the subtle changes in their human's body chemistry that might signal illness. Dogs have been known to alert their owners to medical conditions such as diabetes or even cancer, showcasing just how finely tuned their noses are to the nuances of scent. Think of it this way. We might see a beautiful painting and appreciate its colors and composition. For us, the visual elements are what make the artwork come alive. But for a dog, the experience is entirely different. They perceive the painting through their sense of smell, picking up on the individual pigments, the type of canvas, the artist's unique touch, and perhaps even the emotions the artist felt while creating the masterpiece. This olfactory journey allows dogs to experience the world in a way that is both profoundly different and deeply enriching. They can detect the history of an object, the presence of other animals, and even the emotional state of the people around them. It's a sensory experience that is as intricate and detailed as our visual world, if not more so. So, the next time you see a dog with its nose to the ground, remember that they are not just sniffing. They are unraveling the complex and fascinating world of scent that surrounds us all. A symphony of sounds, hearing beyond human capacity. Dogs don't just hear the world, they experience it as a symphony of sounds, many of which are beyond our range of hearing. Their hearing range extends far beyond ours, allowing them to detect high-pitched sounds, ultrasonic frequencies that are inaudible to human ears. This explains why your dog might suddenly perk its ears and start barking at seemingly nothing. They're likely picking up on a high-pitched sound like the chirp of a bat or the whine of an electronic device that we're completely oblivious to. This heightened sense of hearing also makes them incredibly attuned to the nuances of human voices. They can differentiate between tones of voice, recognizing when we're happy, sad, angry, or excited. This sensitivity to sound is another reason why positive reinforcement training using praise and rewards is so effective with dogs.